Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today we're going to take a look at Not Joel. This is a 1/6 scale. It's supposed to be Joel from The Last of Us, but as you can see, this is the Last Survivor Joe Summer Edition. I hope they make other editions. There's an Ellie, too. She's not out yet. She's up for pre-order. However, she, in my opinion, looks nothing like her, so I probably won't cop her until they put out new images and they touch her up some. And she's missing the freckles. How can you have Ellie without the freckles? I don't get it. Anyway, this is going to be an unboxing showing you what you get and the quality of it. Now, I normally don't get unlicensed merchandise and stuff. However, I don't think Naughty Dog is ever going to come out with 1/6 scale figure Joel and Ellie, an Ellie set. So I went ahead and grabbed this. It'll probably be years before they do anyway. And if they do, it'd probably be, the second game anyhow. It doesn't matter. I got this from Giant Toys. I'm going to leave the link down in the video description. I knew about this like 10 or 11 months ago. So I threw $10 or $20 to the side every month until now to get it. But if you are surprised by this purchase, it's going to cost you a little bit. Anyway, it comes from Giant Toys in a bag, in a box, in this, and that is basically to say it's authentic and to be careful. And it comes with the bubble wrap, so this thing is not getting destroyed. And the whole package, if you're new to 1/6 scale, you would swear this is a well-known, high-class, one of the best companies. I mean, the way they package this thing looks incredible, very professional. So here's the box, cool artwork, and the box looks like Joel for sure. Under the box, when you open it up, you have a lot of padding to keep this protected. Here's the Joel figure with 2 heads, tons of accessories. Look at it all. And then you lift him up, and in the bottom of the box, even more stuff. And then a base with Joe. And I like how this isn't connected to the base if you want to use it. It's just this little square. I like that because I'm not going to be using that. Anyway, I don't want this video to be, 1,000 minutes long because there's a ton of accessories. So let's take a look at what we got here. We'll start with his face. I'm sure you're probably more interested in how his face looks. He comes with an alternate head. What I love about this a lot is it has a separate piece for the teeth, so the teeth look incredible. Even if this isn't, the best likeness of Joel, I actually like this. I don't know if a lot of people are going to like this, but I really do. You can probably get a really cool pose. As far as the likeness goes, I'll give you one nice little shot there and we'll pick up the other head. I still think the more well-known companies like Hot Toys and Sideshow, I still think they do the best eyes. Absolutely. Anyhow, but the teeth are very impressive. I mean, very impressive. That's lifelike, man. Anyhow, so that's his action face, his pissed off face. And the face, his normal expression that comes on the figure. When you're blasting it with light, I feel like there's something off with the eyebrows and the mouth area. Other than that, for an unofficial piece with all the accessories and with the actual body and stuff, they made it bulky, kind of like Joe in the game. I am thrilled. I'm ecstatic about this figure. He's going to look awesome on my Last of Us shelf. Back there, we got the clicker statue. I mean, look at that. Just, oh my God. I love the creatures in The Last of Us. Just so cool looking. Anyway, so that's the Joel standard face. Looks pretty good. There's some stuff that's off. In certain lighting, though, it looks incredible if you get the right lighting. All right, so he comes with his brick. It's from the game, obviously, an important part of the game where you distract your bad guys and creatures. He comes with a Molotov cocktail. You could probably find bottles to include in this set because he throws bottles like he does the bricks. This is neat because you put this little magnet on the strap of his book bag, and that way you can't see the magnet at all, and it hangs there right on the book bag. So you'll put it right on this strap. You put the magnet under one side, and then it'll just stick right like that. So that's actually pretty cool. Here's his smoke bomb, sorry, with a little bit of weathering. The only accessory they didn't give him that I'm really bummed about is a nail bomb, man. Those are my favorites. I don't know why the bandage is black. Does it look like this in the game? I'm going to have to look at that, but I would prefer if somebody were able to recolor that white, because I'm assuming that's the bandage when you heal yourself. I'll have to look at the game. I am impressed in this little watch, though. You got the texture in the wrist straps, and you could see it's broken. I like that. His daughter Sarah gave him the watch. This is one of my complaints. It looks like someone just scribbled. Whoever colored this, they just simply don't know what they're doing. It literally looks like I had my daughter color the blade. The handle part's nice. I'm probably going to touch up the blade, and I'm not real big on touching up stuff I get, but this blade is, I'll be honest, this is terrible, especially when you compare it to something from Hot Toys or Sideshow. That coloring, if you could see that, it looks like they just scribbled gold. They didn't blend it well, and there's no rhyme or reason for it. It's just kind of scribbled on there. Anyway, one of my favorite pieces, the pipe. Again, it's from the game, one of his weapons. And yes, you can get strips of cloth to tie the scissors onto that, but they have the threading. I don't know how well. I'm blasting it with light so you can see the details, but there's threading on the pipe, and it fits in his hand great. This I love. They did a better job weathering this rusty, dirty looking axe, and the handle especially. It's that certain type of wood with the, the grain has all the crevices in it and stuff, and the weathering on the duct tape here. And the axe has a little chunk taken out of it, so you can see it's been used. Yeah, overall, I love the work on the axe there. The machete, not so much. It's kind of like the knife. It's better, though. Definitely is. The end of it has wear and tear. You can tell, like a real machete that you use, it will get dinged up. And this has a ton of rust. I think maybe a little too much rust, in my opinion. I'll have to look at screenshots from the game. Maybe he did use a rusty, dirty, busted-ass machete, but you have a little screw in there. That's nice. And then the tape on the handle. Some good detail. One of my other favorite weapons, just a plain stick. And you can, the slot right there, you can put really phone. You can put the knives. I'll show you. The scissors, I'm sorry. Making a pointy end there. And you got his handgun. I didn't double check this with the game, obviously. At first sight, something seems a bit off. But I'm pretty sure that's just my memory. I mean, he had a gun just like this, but they might have gotten the model just a little bit off, But the weathering's fine. Black on the handle. I think some of the silver got on the handle, though, to be honest. So I have no problem touching that up with some black. Yeah, I think that's what that is. Even in person, it looks weird. It looks like there's a blended black, and then it turns into silver on the handle. Anyhow, his arms. You will get two, a left and a right, holding all the weapons. And they are nice and pliable, but they're stiff enough to hold the weapons. So that's a huge plus. There's a right and a left. You get a right and a left ball-fisted hand. Great. You get a right and a left trigger hand. And I've never received a figure like this, where the fingers all are soft material, yet firm enough to hold things, like the gun and the other stuff. These loose hands, I think these are so freaking creepy. They're like real little hands. You can hold the brick in his hands because of how flexible they are. Yeah, see that? So, yeah, I don't know. That's friggin' neat. I went over there grabbing up my other, my Jason hand and stuff like that. All the other hands of every other figure I have is real stiff. But these are so weird. Weird in a good way, like soft and pliable. Anyhow, moving along, because we got a couple more things to showcase. I think they showed the wrong gun, the wrong rifle in the picture, but when you receive it, you get the right rifle. This is the one Ellie uses. That actually moves. You can't pull it out or nothing, but that bolt lever goes up and down. And it's got good weathering to it. It's got good sculpt, good paint job. They definitely did a good job with this. Yeah, definitely did. And then you have these little scissors where I don't know if I can get too close up on these, but they did do a good job with some blood splatter on them. And these are the ones where you could put in the weapons. I'm going to look and see how you do that, but essentially you put them through the grooves like that, and then you're going to get the bandages that you can find in this pack, and you'll tie them up. The book bag is good. You can definitely tell by other companies that this is just a little touch less quality. As far as durable, it feels real thin. But as far as the looks, that's all you need. That is really all you need. It's really thin and lightweight. However, if you look at it, if you're careful with these and put your figure on display, that's all you need there. So, and you get extra buttons for his shirt and his book bag. So if anything falls off, just glue some new buttons on. And this is what I mean about that being magnetic. You put the metal on the underside of the strap, and then you put the flashlight. Get it in the right position though. I kind of just slapped it on there so you guys can see, but body wise, he's got padding underneath his body to actually bulk him out like Joel should be. So the padding does work really well. And the body feels heavy. I mean, they got a nice body on there. There's a good amount of weight to him. His head is this newer. I know my Jason has this head, but it has this, and both heads have a piece in there, so you'll have to take that one out because this seems to stick on the ball joint, and I don't want to, yank it off. But this, you could just tap it in your palm, and that falls out, so it's kind of like a backup. But yeah, you just slide it on, and he's got a lot of range. Definitely a lot of range in his head and neck. His neck is, it's not just your cheap plastic. I know my Rick Grimes from 3-0 just has this cheap plastic artificial like body under there. The neck looks terrible. But this is like a real neck and upper chest body. You can see the collarbone and stuff like that. So they did a good job, I think, on the body. And as far as the arms, they move up regular. There's only one joint in his elbow. Very difficult to get these to bend. So I would be very careful when you're messing around with the elbows, getting them into position. But he does have, instead of being just all plastic here, it is kind of designed to have arm hair, so you can roll up the sleeves on this outfit. And then the legs are double jointed in the knees, and the ankles are my biggest complaint. Just to give you an idea, double jointed in the knee, but the ankles are way too loose in my opinion, so you're going to need his stand to get him to stand. As far as going back and forth, his leg, his arms, and his body, really stiff. And we'll go over his clothes in a second. However, his ankle joints just far too weak, in my opinion. They're not going to break or snap off, I don't feel. But when you stand him up, his heavy body is too much for this little bit of friction. I mean, this moves so easy. When you try to bend his arm, I can't do that. I need two hands, and I really need to, because that's tight. Whatever's here is real tight. But that's a good thing, because if you have him in a pose, you don't want his arm to just flop down. Anyhow, what have you got under here? You got some good tread on his boots. You got good look on the sculpt and weathering. Wow, they did a really good job on that. You got blood, dirty jeans. Again, they did a good job on that. And then his shirt, some blood splatter, wear and tear. Did a great job on this. Man, I love The Last of Us. I am so freaking excited to have this guy on the shelf behind me in the office. I love that. Anyhow, you'll also get, maybe we'll do a video where we get him set up with his equipment and stuff, and you guys can see. This is more of like an unboxing and an up-close look. But like I said before, you have his nameplate. I'm probably going to chuck this or find a way to put Joel on that side. That's a friggin' great idea. I'm going to get those stickers. My daughter loves going to those craft stores. I'm going to get a sticker and put Joel on there. That's what I'm going to do. And then the last Survivor. I wonder if there's a way to get rid of Survivor and just put The Last of Us on there. That would be badass. Anyhow, next up we have... Oh, that sucks. We have the power going out. I hate North Carolina. I hate it, man. It gets so hot, your power goes out. What kind of shit is that? Anyway, you got the stand. This is real tough, so once you pop it in there, it's probably in there for good. I'm going to end this video soon because all my equipment is turning back on, making a bunch of noise. But yeah, you pop that on there, and you'll use this because his ankles are pretty weak. But like I said, he looks awesome. And in this package, here, let's have a look. You have extra pegs for the wrist. You have your sticky tape to get the cloth to stick to your weapons. And you have extra, I think there's 4 or 5, 6. There are for his shirt, if any of these fall off, which is friggin' awesome. I think if you had a couple fall off, it would look like terrible. So, and then you get these strips, and you wrap these strips around the weapons. Like when you have the scissors connected to it, you could put the strips on there, and you put the stickies, little balls, like one here, one here, one here, and then when you put the strip on there, you put it on the sticky, and it'll stay there. So that's what this little piece of paper tells you, this little instruction booklet. So, yeah, so this is Joel. You have his angry face, which I think it's so weird. I'm so impressed with those teeth. I mean, look at that. They look lifelike. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm messed up. Anyhow, and then, yeah, here's Joel. Joel from The Last of Us. And like I said, I'll make a follow-up video possibly, and we'll showcase what he looks like with all his stuff on him. But that's his home. He's going to go behind us. You got the clicker statue that I friggin' love. I love this thing. You got his rock bass. You got one of the best gifts. Matt members spoil me, though. They sent this in with Joel and Ellie. One of my holy grails. She's missing the freckles, too, but I still love this. On top of a mailbox. And then you got the clicker bust. I think I found this thing for like 80 bucks on sale. I was so happy. This is normally like 150, but I love this thing. The detail. And then you got Joel now. Put all his equipment on there. Get him set up nice. And he's going to be in my backdrop of my videos on my Last of Us shrine. Which I cannot wait to get some Last of Us stuff. And I do want to say my 3 favorite zombie genre entertainment. The Walking Dead comic with Rick and Walkers. Doomsday Kingdom with the Rider and Creeps. And that's me as a zombie. If you don't know, I'm the creator and writer of DoomsdayKingdom.com, just saying. And then here's The Last of Us with Joel, Ellie, and the Clickers. Love it. James Milne, artist in UK, did this. It's a 3-piece set. I think he still has it in his shop. I'll put the link down below. But yeah, coming up, someone wanted a little tour of the office here. I might do one coming up. But we got the new Negan and Rick. Let me see his fingers. Are they? Oh, no, they're tougher. But we got Michonne looking like screen accurate as hell. I'm real excited. Me and my daughter are going to see the new Predator movie soon. But we got all the Predators here. Not all of them, just some that I have. We got the Jason. Look what I mean about the eyes, though. See those eyes? They do such an incredible job with eyes at Hot Toys and Sideshow. And Joel is good. Don't get me wrong. Joel is good. But they just don't have that real, I don't know, glare, that look back at you compared to some of the higher end figures. And some pieces that every day I stop and look at them and they're just incredible. Right from the movie. Here's the classic Predator. Here's the Elder Predator. If the house was burning down and my daughter wasn't in the house, I'd probably grab this guy and run. Friggin' love it. Anyway, there we go. Map. Joel. 1/6 scale figure. Check the link below. Thoughts and opinions in the comment box. And don't... Oh, wait. No. Thanks for coming by the review room. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out.